Hey everyone, TimaeuSS here, and welcome to another Honkai Star Rail video. So this is my day 4, day 5 on this account, and I finally managed to clear Simulated Universe World 6. So I think I have a fairly good grasp on the current two biggest and most popular builds, or meta should you call it, for the Simulated Universe, and I'm going to be discussing it in this video. And as always, thank you Hoyoverse for sponsoring this video, and you can use my affiliate link down below to download this game. Anyhow, let's take a look. So this was the team I used for Simulated Universe World 6 clear. You can see it was very hunts focused, and the star here is Seele. But don't worry if you don't have Seele or Bronia. Let's just discuss what is possible. Well, first off, let's switch to the in-game, because I just wanted to show you that screenshot to clear that World 6. And let's take a look at, I think, the two most popular builds that we know. So first off, go into blessings and see if you have everything unlocked. If you don't have everything locked, unfortunately you're just gonna have to play the game a bit more. Most of you are probably free to play, and you're probably stuck at World 3. Well, fear not. I cleared World 3 when my units were level 40, and you can do so as well. The key is, even if you go in and you fail, let it be, because as you fail, you unlock new abilities to purchase in the ability tree because you have additional currencies, and you unlock new paths. However, World 3 is basically a stat check. You can use the stall team that is available to everyone, and the stall team is one of the meta I'm talking about that will work across all of the worlds. So what I'm about to share will be fine for World 3, World 4, World 5, and World 6. So let's take a look. Now, we will again go into the index and look at the blessings to talk about the two meta compositions. First off, you need to understand that each of those blessings are catered towards a class, and that's why you can see it's preservations for the shield for tanks, and remembrance is for your debuffers, for example. Now, the two meta at the current moment is Preservation Tank with Fire MC and Hunt, which I used to clear World 6. To summarize, the Preservation setup is basically making your team as tanky as possible and making massive shields, and then using the quick damage from the shields to take care of the enemies. So you have both the offense and defense. The pros for this is that your team is unkillable. Okay, the cons is it takes a while, and your MC, Fire MC, needs to be invested. Now, the other setup, Blessing of the Hunt. Okay, so this is focusing on your Seele at the moment. This Seele composition, the pros is that you pretty much cannot lose once it's set up properly. Of course, the downside for this is you need Seele, you're gonna need Bronia, and you're gonna need to pick up some of the key lower level buffs. Okay, and I'll go through all of those buffs. So for the majority of the players, you're going to go with the preservation path. So let's talk about the preservation path and the units required. As you can see, this is the Fire MC. Okay, you unlock this past, I think, level 24, 26, and at level 40 is enough to clear SU5. Now, Fire MC is really good, and if you've Gepard, even better. Gepard does even better than Fire MC in Simulated Universe. So the goal here is to beef your Fire MC up, make sure your Lycones is equipped, and then for your relics, you can just do +6, +6, +6, +6. Especially on the coat and on the boots, you want them to be a defense % and get them to +6. Okay, this is my stat for Simulated Universe 6 clear. So for Simulated Universe 3, it's fine if it's lower, right? And now let's talk about the key pickups that you need. So I don't really remember 100% the exact ones you need for Simulated Universe 3, but the build is similar across all worlds, and for World 5 and 6 there are very important ones you need to grab, which I'll talk about. Now, you need to make sure that you get this one. Okay, this makes your shield massive. In combination of the quake damage, these two are pretty much the must-have. The rest is also fantastic as well. You want as many of these orange ones as possible. The ones that are left, I'll tell you which ones are insane, okay? There is one that is for Simulated Universe 5 and 6 must have if you're looking to run the shield comp. And that is a, let's see where I can find it. This construct rotation. So this low rarity buff is absolutely essential if you want to do Simulated Universe 5 and 6. Basically, when a character gains a shield, there's a 20% fixed chance to dispel one buff. Now, World 5 and 6 will have tons of buffs, but when you have your Fire MC, every time you get hit, you're casting a shield. Gepard, you're casting tons of shield. Any attack or skills your Fire MC uses, you're casting a shield and you're dispelling. This is super important because later on, a lot of times you lose because in a long drawn out battle, you just get debuff, you get frozen, and you get insane damage coming your way. So you need to make sure you're dispelling, right? You need to make sure you're dispelling. This is the must pickup. For the rest of your team, you run your Fire MC, you run your Gepard, and you can use March 7th in place of the 5-star if you don't have it. And then the rest two, mix and match. Use your damage dealers and bring Natasha the healer, and that's it. You stall the enemy out, you let your Quake and you let your shield do the work, and then that's it. Very simple, and it's almost brainless in the sense that anytime you're running through the content, you're just picking up anything that has a shield. So I believe I have a little footage. This was when I was clearing. I wanted to show you guys, and I used Welt as my main attacker. I'll just go back because I wanted to record footage not using Seele. Otherwise, my Seele is too overpowered and doesn't look good. But let's see. In the later fights, in the Gepard fight, basically look at that shield. Look at that shield. Let's go back a tiny bit. By the time you reach the boss, alright, your shield is massive. Look at the Fire MC shield. It's basically the size of the total HP. It is the size of the total HP. So this build, very free to play friendly. Just focus on shield. Anything that gives you shield, damage, quake is what you want to get. And don't go off and pick other. Try not to pick other ones. Later on, you unlock the ability to reroll once. What you can pick, always reroll and get the blessing that matches the one you're going into. It's very important because the more blessings you have, as soon as you get 5 or 10, you can use the special skill that does AoE, and it scales really well with the shield path. Now, the other path is the hunts. That is the one I showcase. The hunts one is super strong. The ceiling's a bit high because of course you need the units and you need investment in your Seele. But the hunts one, like I've said, if you set everything up, you basically take infinite turns and you never have to worry about the enemy. In the fights, you still need to manual obviously, but you can auto pretty much every step of the way up until the final boss. This is due to the fact that there are lots of great synergy with Seele's extra turns and Bronya giving her an extra turn, and basically everything in the hunt's path either giving you speed or extra turn mechanics or damage. Again, you can have a quick read, but most importantly, this critical boost is a key mechanic in the hunt's line, and it allows you to get pretty much near max crit, and any overflowing crit is converted into crit damage. So that got you covered from the damage side. Now, other ones, they will give you extra turn, but the most important one for World 6 and actually World 5 as well is, again, similar to the shield line, a low rarity buff, which is the bow and white arrow. This, you need to absolutely make sure you pick this up and that you save about 100 and just 100 of those currencies during the World 6 run or World 5 run to upgrade this at the very end. This, for every blessing from the hunt, increases speed by 4% up to a maximum 9 stacks, which is 36% speed buff. Absolutely broken. 36% speed buff is a lot, and in my opinion, almost a must get. Everything else, just grab as many as can, and that's pretty much it. Those are the two paths, and again, free to play. Go attempt the shield ones. Trust me, it's gonna feel real good once you get Fire MC up and you just pick all of the shield ones. It will make everything super smooth. And then in terms of the curio, I haven't unlocked all of them. I haven't needed to unlock all of them, so I'll make a more detailed guide when there's a need. I will do more World 6 runs, checking out new comps, and then we can take a look at that. And also make sure every time you do a run, select and upgrade your ability tree, because you get more and more as you go along the way. So anyhow, this video I wanted to be brief and go over the two major paths that people may know or may not know about. And it is 5 a.m. so it took me a while to clear everything, but now I've done it. This was my weekly goal basically, and I'm very happy that I've achieved it. So moving forward, we'll test out more comps and have more detailed visual guides for it. So please subscribe to the channel if you haven't, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye bye now.